My mom asked why I gave my sister the family ring. I didn't give her anything. The ring was in my safe this morning. I was at my parents' house for Sunday dinner when my mom brought it up casually. That was so generous of you to give Lacey the ring. She showed it to me yesterday. I was surprised since you always said you wanted to save it for your daughter someday. I set down my fork slowly. What are you talking about? The emerald ring, Grandma's ring. Lacey came by yesterday wearing it. Said you gave it to her last week because you felt guilty about how things went with the inheritance. I hadn't seen my sister in 3 months. We'd barely spoken since our grandmother died and left me the ring specifically because I was the one who'd visited her every week at the nursing home. Lacey had contested the will, lost, stopped speaking to me entirely. Mom, I didn't give Lacey anything. That ring is in my safe at home right now. My mom's face went pale. That's not possible. I saw it on her finger. I'd recognize that ring anywhere. I excused myself and drove home immediately. My hands were shaking as I punched in the code to my safe. The ring was gone. So was my passport. And the emergency cash I kept hidden. And the diamond earrings my husband gave me for our anniversary. I called my husband first. He was at a conference in Seattle. Hadn't touched the safe in months. Then I checked our security cameras. The footage from 4 days ago showed my sister walking up to our front door at 2 p.m. She had a key. She walked right in like she owned the place. Went straight to our bedroom, straight to the closet, straight to the safe. She knew the code. Opened it on the first try. I'd never given her the code, never given her a key. I watched her take everything valuable and walk out 17 minutes later. I called the police, filed a report. They said it was a family matter since she was my sister and there was no forced entry. They weren't interested in pursuing it. I called Lacey next. She answered cheerfully. Hey stranger, what's up? I know you broke into my house. I have you on camera. Silence. Then a laugh. I didn't break in. I used the key you gave me. I never gave you a key. Sure you did. Last Christmas. You said I could come by anytime. That never happened. And the safe code? You texted it to me months ago when you asked me to grab your passport for you. I had never sent that text. I checked my phone records. There was a text thread with Lacey I didn't recognize. Messages I'd never written offering her a spare key, giving her the safe code, telling her she could have Grandma's ring because I felt bad about the will. None of it was real. Lacey, I didn't send those texts. Someone faked them. You need to return everything you took. I didn't take anything. You gave it to me. I have the messages to prove it. She hung up. I hired a digital forensics expert. Took him 2 days to figure it out. Someone had cloned my phone number using a SIM swapping attack. They'd contacted my carrier, pretended to be me, and redirected my text to a different device. Then they'd had entire conversations with my sister pretending to be me, setting up the key exchange, sharing the safe code, giving away my grandmother's ring. The expert traced the attack to an IP address. It belonged to Lacey's husband, Todd. He'd orchestrated everything. I took it all to the police again. This time they listened. SIM swapping is a federal crime. So is identity theft. So is conspiracy to commit theft. Todd was arrested at his office on a Wednesday afternoon. Lacey called me screaming, saying I was destroying her family. I told her she married a criminal and hung up. The investigation revealed Todd had done this before. He'd helped Lacey's friend steal from her ex-husband using the same method. He had a whole side business defrauding people through SIM swaps. The FBI got involved. Todd took a plea deal, 18 months in federal prison plus restitution. Lacey filed for divorce when she found out he'd been cheating on her with 3 different women he'd met through his schemes. She tried to apologize to me, said she genuinely believed I'd given her those things, that Todd had manipulated her too. Maybe that's true. But she never questioned why I'd suddenly have a change of heart after months of silence. Never thought it was strange I'd text her my safe code. She wanted to believe it because it meant she finally got what she thought she deserved. I got everything back eventually. The ring, the earrings, the cash. The only thing I couldn't recover was my relationship with my sister. Some thefts you can prosecute, others just leave you empty.